My 27F fiancé, 40M, doesn't want me to visit my parents' house without his supervision anymore. TLDR, I had to help my dad with a lot of dangerous projects growing up. I suffered several injuries, including a brain injury and herniating a disc. He made me help him clean the roof recently and I fell and thought I broke my ankle. My fiancé doesn't want me to go to my parents' house alone anymore because he thinks I'll get hurt. Growing up, my dad would make me help him with all of his projects and some of the work was very dangerous. I was 17 when I suffered a brain injury while helping him. It doesn't affect me on a daily basis, but sometimes I struggle with some things. Mostly complicated math and very long, technical reading. I also herniated a disc in my back that causes sciatic pain. I live with my fiancé now. I went over to my parents' house to pick up some things for my wedding and my dad convinced me to help him clean the moss off of the roof. There was a large gap between the ladder and the edge of the roof. On the way down I ended up kicking it away while feeling for it and fell off the roof. It's a single floor house, so it wasn't very far, but I landed pretty hard on my ankle. My dad thought I broke it and he took me to the hospital. My fiancé met us there. He was mad at my father and let him know. Afterwards, my fiancé said he doesn't want me to go to my parents' house if he's not there. He doesn't want me to get hurt anymore. He says it's okay if they want to come over or meet in a neutral location. But he thinks me being there alone will lead to me having to help my father and then getting hurt. He knows I have trouble standing up for myself. I know my parents won't be very happy to hear that. I love them but I feel like they're pushing me away by doing things like this. Is there a reason you can't say no when your parents demand you do dangerous things? Do you feel safe with them? Hi. I don't know you but I don't want you going to your parents' house anymore with your dad there until you get your ass into therapy and learn how to say no, and what boundaries are. Yes, your dad is going to get mad at you. People who benefit from you not having boundaries get mad when you have boundaries. Have boundaries anyway. I'll be honest, the title definitely made me think your fiancé is in the wrong. After reading this, I'm with your fiancé. That's an awful lot of serious injuries. And multiple near-death experiences? Yeah, let your parents come to you. Wow, the title sounded so clear-cut until I read his reasons why he doesn't want you to. At first I thought your fiancé was a red flag, he's trying to save your life. Listen to him, he's scared for you. I don't think your fiancé is the problem here after your multiple injuries. You can't say no to your father. If my partner sustained multiple injuries doing something, I'd tell him not to do that again unless he can do it safely. You've suffered brain injuries. This is not just some sprain injury. It is understandable he is worried. Grow a spine and say no to do the heavy things. If your father reacts badly, then you know it's time to go low contact with him or only see him when your fiancé is around. I'm assuming your fiancé will do it instead of you or say no to your father. After reading your responses, it's very obvious your parents are abusive and manipulative. By your dad's logic, who cares if you die? The gutters need cleaning. This is so messed up and sad. Forget going over there at all. With or without your fiancé. They don't want to see you when you visit. They want you to work for them. And they couldn't give a hoot if you get hurt. Please seek therapy. Well, can't you just go and avoid engaging in dangerous activities? Why are you so easily manipulated, told what to do? Please go to therapy. This was sad to read. You still haven't responded to any comments about therapy. You were abused as a child into adulthood. Just because you have your fiancé to protect you doesn't mean that everything is okay now. Please get help. The fact that you still fear your childhood punishments from your father is proof that the trauma is still very much there and has not healed. For now, please listen to your fiancé. If you can't say no to your father at all on your own, then your fiancé is saving your life. I came in here thinking I was going to read about a controlling partner. Now I'm worried for your safety at your dad's house. Wow. After all the injuries, he keeps getting you to do crazy dangerous stuff? I am siding with your fiancé. What I saw in this post was that you have poor enough boundaries with one man, your father, to the point where you let him control your actions even if it causes you injury. But instead of speaking up for yourself, now you're starting to have poor boundaries with your partner, who instead of encouraging you to speak up for yourself wants to control the situation himself. So you're reliant on two men for directions on how to act, and neither men are making requests that are particularly reasonable. But you still won't stand up for yourself. I think you might need to work on that before you'll be able to find a healthy relationship. Sounds like your husband has more sense than you. Your post history shows how much you need therapy. Your dynamics with family and partners will always be skewed and unhealthy until you do. I was going to mention the age difference, but PLS, listen to your fiancé. He is old and wise and can see that your life is literally in danger. I'm usually the first to be skeeved by such a huge age difference, and I was really all about to say, your fiancé is an ass, until I read what you wrote. It sounds to me like your father is very abusive. He demands you do dangerous tasks, and if you refuse he makes you do checks notes dangerous tasks. I can't believe I'm saying this, but listen to your fiancé in this. Don't go over without him. If you can't say no to your abusive father and you get hurt because of it, then you need someone to help you say no. So get therapy so you can tell your father to go to hell when he needs to hear it. And don't go to their house. Stop talking to your father. If you must meet up with your mother, make it an outing. But your mother is partially culpable too, if she's allowed your father to hurt you like this all these years. When I read the headline, my initial thought was, what kind of psycho fiancé is this? After reading, I kind of lean towards agreeing with the guy. Her dad is out of pocket. I can't even wrap my brain around putting my daughter in dangerous situations for household chores. Doesn't compute. I really thought this going in a different direction, but you clearly can't say no to your parents. So yes, maybe you should not go there. You're an adult. Be glad your partner is the one speaking up. What good will you be to anyone when you're dead? Do you want to be in a wheelchair? If your dad can't manage, he needs to find a handyman who can help him. You're no longer able to help, and rightly so. Help with basic things that are not dangerous. Weeding, raking leaves, tidy the table, dishes. You need healthy boundaries up, and I hope your partner will help you to do so. Honestly, it sounds like your relationship with your parents isn't the healthiest. Your dad shouldn't be putting you in dangerous situations like that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.